Hey Crafty Queens, welcome back to my corner. I hope everyone is doing well today. I am still just blinging my little heart out, making these pins. So let me show you all the ones that I have done so far. So here's the pencil pin. Here's the diamond shaped pin. Here is the candy corn pin. Pretty sure you've seen the flower one already. I know you've seen the solid red, but I don't think you guys have seen the American flag one that I did. So here's that one. Isn't she pretty? I'm very proud of her. Right now, I'm working on a pumpkin one. So look how cute that's turning out. So I thought for today, I would just kind of bling a little bit and maybe just talk a little bit. Make sure that you guys leave me comments if you have any questions on anything regarding these pins. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got to do one more row of black before I start on another pumpkin. So I've just been doing dots here lately. I get in different moods. Sometimes I do a whole line all the way around the pin. Sometimes I do dots. Just kind of depends on what mood I'm in, just like it kind of depends on what mood I'm in on what bling pen I use. Oops. And I have been closing my glue after every row just to make sure that it does not dry out on me, because that wouldn't be good. So now I wanted to tell you guys, so with the patterns, some of the patterns I make up myself and some of them I get off of Etsy. But if you go to Etsy and you just type in rhinestone pen patterns, they will come up, and then you just look through whichever one you want, and then it's going to be a digital download. So you'll see each shop, it'll have like digital download, it'll have the price, and then you just buy it and then you get it emailed to you and you download it. So this particular one was a digital download. And so this design is not my own. It is one that I found on Etsy. And now some of them, I don't have to download them because I can just look at the pattern and see how to do it. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I get it right in between those top two stones. And with these, just so you guys know, these are not resin or glass rhinestones. These are actually diamond dots. And you can do the bling pins with diamond dots. You can do glass rhinestones, resin rhinestones. It's just really a personal preference. Now, one of the reasons why I do like to use the diamond dots sometimes is because I feel like it has a bigger range of colors. So let me get these on here, finish this row, and then I'll show you guys how I have my diamond dots stored. It's basically the same way I store my rhinestones, but I have them in that little case that I showed you guys that I bought from Hobby Lobby. That is working out really well for me. So I'm probably actually going to pick up a few more of those. how's the weather where you guys are? It was supposed to rain today, like a tropical storm, but so far we haven't had a drop. So I'm not sure if it kind of passed us by, or not really sure what happened with that. And then last one for this row is going to be right here. And then when I'm done with the row, I push them just to make sure they're going to stick well. And I kind of turn it to make sure none of them are sticking up. Do you guys like TikTok? I'm thinking about, I've posted a picture of my pins on there. I would like to do a live, but I don't think I have enough followers to do that. So I'm just feeling around, checking my stones, making sure that they are in the little spot where they're supposed to be. And it's harder because this is a black on black. It's not as hard when you're doing actual colors. So like when we get into the actual pumpkin, it's a lot easier to see the stones. But I think that is okay. Now what I do, this is just my little thing that I keep my pen parts and my file in. I just kind of lay it over here to kind of let it dry if I need to walk away and take a break. I do that. That way it doesn't mess up. But this is the little thing that I bought. And as you can see, it has all my little diamond dots in there. And this isn't all of them, but this is like the main ones. Sorry for the glare, but there you go. You can maybe see it a little bit better. So that's what I'm keeping those in, and that's working really well. Pretty sure you guys remember I keep my rhinestones in little things similar to that as well, because it's just so much easier to just screw off the lid, pour them into your little tray, or when you're done with your tray, pour them back into there. It's just a lot easier to use. So, all right, now we're ready to do another pumpkin. So I'm gonna move that out of the way. And so I did a pumpkin here, and then I'm gonna just kind of do the next one around in this area. You just don't want it to be, well, if you want it to be straight up and down, you could do it that way. I personally just think it looks better when it's kind of staggered. So our first row at the bottom of our pumpkin is 4 orange. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know if other people do this or not, but for me personally, when I'm doing a specific shape, I like to just focus on that shape first before I fill in my other black stones, if that makes any sense. Oops, see, look, I'm about to mess up. And it does happen. I do mess up and I have to take the stones off. So just gotta be mindful of that. All right, just gonna make sure they're nice and secure. Okay, now I'll go back in and do the rest of the black. I'm trying my best to stay in frame. I know last time I was getting out of frame very easily. It's because I get so focused. So is everybody doing okay? Has it started getting cooler where you guys are? Obviously, in Texas, it has not. I mean, okay, so it's not 100 degrees. So I guess you could say that's a plus. And it has been in the lower 90s, high 80s. And really for us, that's not bad. Considering in August, it was like 110. So I guess in that regard, it is a little bit cooler. I'm ready for the 60s. I used to love the summer when I was young. I mean, I'm not old, but when I was younger in my 20s, I loved summertime. But the older I get, the less I like the summertime. I just don't care to be out there sweating to death. What's y'all's favorite season? I think I would have to say my favorite season would probably be fall, and then winter, and then spring, and then summer. Now, you guys might notice there's a little bit of a gap in between these two, but that's not something that can be helped. The diamond dots as well as regular rhinestones, they're not all going to be exactly the same size. So because of that, it will throw it off a little bit. But you just have to be careful to make sure it doesn't get way off track. Hold on, I gotta hold this up close. Okay. All right, so there is our base of our pumpkin. Let's see. Now we're gonna do 5 orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of the patterns are just counting. It just involves counting and calculations. I do like to let my glue get a little bit tacky sometimes before I go in with my stones, just because they stick better. See, like this one is super, super tiny. I'm just gonna give you an example. Can you see the size difference there? This one is bigger than this one. So because of things like that, that will throw off the pattern a little bit if you let it. But one thing that I do is, like that little teeny tiny one that I found, I threw it out. I'm not going to use it because I want to make sure I'm using majority of exact same size. All right, so I feel like that's kind of had a second to dry, so I'm going to go in with my second row of orange. By the way, we hit 500 subscribers. How exciting is that? Thank you guys so much for subscribing and sharing my videos and all that fun stuff, liking them, commenting, all that stuff helps my channel so much. So thank you guys. Okay, now we're gonna go back to black. I'm just gonna show you guys the whole pumpkin, and then I will get off here and let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I don't know if you guys like this kind of stuff or not. I like to do these kind of videos to be helpful because, believe it or not, when I go to look up videos on like rhinestoning pens and stuff, there's not a whole lot. There are some, but not a whole lot. So I like to do these videos because I figure if I'm looking for it and I'm not having a whole lot of luck, then other people are probably looking for videos about it as well. So I thought, you know what, let me do some videos about this kind of stuff and maybe help somebody else out. So I've got 4 pens sold at this point, which I'm pretty excited about because I just have so much fun making them. My whole family, they laugh at me about rhinestoning everything. It's like anytime I give somebody a birthday present or birthday card or Christmas present, doesn't matter, any kind of stuff like that, they always say, "Oh, I'm surprised you didn't bling it out." I'm like, okay. All right, so we've got that row. Now we're going to do 6 across of the orange. It's going to be the widest part of our pumpkin. And you just, once you start your base of your pumpkin, just know that you're just going to go, it's going to hang over 1 stone on each next row. Okay. So if anybody is interested in purchasing one of my pens, just leave me a message on here and I can absolutely ship it to you. I feel like my glue is kind of running. And then our next row is going to be 2 orange, a green, and 2 orange. So 2 orange, a green, and 2 orange. Let's finish the rest of the way around with our black stones. These stones are diamond dots, the whatever size diamond dots are, but I can say that they are very close to the size that I use of the rhinestones, which is 3 mm or SS10. But these, I just went to Amazon and looked up diamond dots, and it just comes with a big old pack of multicolors. I've actually got another pack coming in today from Amazon, as well as another pack of the Inkjoy Papermate gel pens, 0.7. Here's the packaging, and I do have them linked in my previous video. Papermate Inkjoy Gel, 14 pens, 0.7 mm. And this is the honeycomb method, which is pretty much what I use on all of my pens on all the patterns. Honeycomb means 2 stones and then 1 directly in between the 2 stones underneath it, or on top of it. In this case, I'm going up. So, all right, now we're going to do our last row. And we're going to go, instead of going on the outside, because we're not doing another long thing, we're going to go one on the inside. So orange, orange, green, orange, orange. I have most of this stuff linked in my previous video of how to rhinestone a pen. If there is anything that I didn't link and you guys would like a link, let me know. But you can get all of these things on Amazon. And now we're done with our pumpkin, except we're going to do one more green right here to make our stem. And then I'll fill in the rest with the black stones. All right, so there's our third pumpkin. Now I'm just going to fill in the rest with the black and keep going. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for helping me get to 500 subscribers. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.